Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but it is an absolutely gorgeous day here where we're at.
Yes.
And it is really making me want to be outside.
Yes.
But I'm also super, super excited to be crafting with you guys today. We have one of the cutest little hats that we're going to teach you all how to make. Caitlin,
I think it's adorable.
you are the one that made this.
Yes.
So tell us about the process.
It is very easy. You only need, of course, you would have to have your sublimation printer, of course. But we're using Cricut Design Space to cut and print, and I mean, just very simple, very easy.
Yes.
So, very interchangeable. You know, I mean, I think you could put anything on this,
And
whatever you want to do.
They're so in style. I see a lot of people wearing these.
Yes, yes.
So super, super excited about that. Also, I am so stoked to be giving you all a little bit of a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing in our Maker University. For those that don't know who are live here with us, Tanner announced on Sunday night that we are launching a new program called Maker University, where we are going to take your crafting to the next level. And this is for everybody. It's not for somebody who just wants to sublimate or someone who is just doing one thing.
No, I mean, we're doing a bunch of everything, a variety.
So many different things that we're going to be doing.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. We have all been working so hard to bring you all the best crafts possible. So let's see, what's everybody saying?
Just hello.
Okay, how many
it's
friends do we
gloomy where someone's at. Let's see here. Where did I see that? Gray and gloomy.
Yeah. Well, I hate that, but it's absolutely beautiful here. Let me I guess one little sneak peek.
You want to go ahead? We can show. You want to bring them over here? You want to do it
let
at
me
the table?
Let me grab them.
I'm going to close this real quick, and then I can hold up some stuff.
Okay, I'll let you talk about that one first.
This is a Maker U project. It is what we are calling a knockout text keychain. Super easy, but you have to there's just a lot of techniques, I guess, in this. It's a lot of different steps, but very easy once you learn the process.
Yeah, but you're also learning that you're cutting leather, actually making the keychains.
It's leather and HTV, and we're actually making it, so we just got these off Amazon and clamped them on there.
Very customizable. Another thing, my shirt that I'm wearing today, we are going to be teaching you all how to do the stacked retro letters.
Yes.
This is not it is HTV, but these layers are not on top of each other. I actually teach you how to go through and
slice them out, maybe?
Slice, weld, attach, all that good stuff. So that each of these colors are separate, and teaching you how to lay them up against each other.
Awesome.
And then I think this next one is probably no.
It's very near and dear to your heart.
It is very, I was about to say it's my pride and joy. My necklace, what's wrong with it? Is it hitting the mic? Okay, I'm sorry guys, my necklace was hitting my mic.
Okay.
I don't want to say that it's my pride and joy because
it's a pride and joy.
But my embroidery, once I get it finished.
That is very your pride and joy. Very much.
My embroidery, I think, is going to be a pride and joy. But this guy right here, I came up with a design. It was one of those, we were having a lot of crafty energy, a lot of
that whole week.
That
really.
week was a great week.
All of us, we were like boom, boom, boom. I mean, we were doing great.
So this is a piece of wall art, and I know it's very large.
Okay.
But I come up with a design. I teach you all how to use stenciling and Jane style. Gel stain and staining, and I teach you how to do the edging on your wood. Yes. And then we're also attaching the hangers on the back.
Yeah.
So very, I guess, more modern than what we're used to.
Yes.
But Maker University.
But that's part of Maker. Yeah, I was going to say that's part of Maker U. I mean, that's part of what we're trying to teach. We want you to take something very simple to the next step. So
So if you are wanting to get in on the first, our first 250 people that we have sign up, they get that good discount. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it is it $50 off? I'm pretty sure
it's $50 off. And then you get a mug.
You get your mug once you graduate.
Yes.
And was there not something else?
I think there was, but I don't
the
remember.
Zoom calls with Tanner.
Oh yeah, the 4-hour
office hours.
Live. Yes, live Zoom
where
calls.
we will be answering your questions one-on-one through a Zoom call, which is phenomenal. That's like time. You all know as crafters that time is one of the most valuable resources. So having that time to answer those questions, for us to answer those questions for you, is really where it's at. And I'll have Sadie drop that link if you haven't. I think we have right around 100 seats left to get in on that first 250. So it is filling up very quick. We are filling up. I know last night we had quite a few that had signed up, so we are filling up fast. If you want to get those extras, make sure you hop on the train, because come April 18th, we're taking out.
We're taking off, yes.
Not saying that if you miss it, let's say you, and I understand, let's say that you need to save up some money. You're like, yeah, that would be great, but right now I can't afford it. Yes, you can purchase that later on, and it is something that will be there. And once you purchase it, it's yours for life. You can always go back and rewatch. I know a lot of these videos, for example, I was filming, I'm going to be teaching embroidery and how to use your Cricut to put your templates and designs on the things that you are embroidering. So that is something that, for example, that you'll have to stop and go back and rewatch, and you may forget, and you may learn a stitch, or you may learn how to do something. You may learn how to do the text that Caitlin taught you. And then 6 months down the road, you're like, oh, you know what? I forgot how to do that. Well, guess what? With this, you can come back.
Yes. We do have a comment on here that says they're a little bummed out that we won't be focusing on members anymore, but we are.
So we're not going away from you all.
No, we're not.
We are still putting all of our effort into bringing you all quality projects here on YouTube.
I agree.
Our cut files, I don't know if it has actually been said or announced.
I don't think so.
I'm not going to announce it, but let me tell you, members, you are not being put on the back burner at all.
Not at all.
This is just a focus for us in the next couple weeks, where we are doing this on top of everything that we're bringing you. If you want to take your crafting to the next level. So please don't think we are taking our focus off of our members, because our members are our #1 priority.
Yes.
Bringing you all the best quality, and a little hint, not only quality, but quantity of things coming up.
I agree.
So you all be prepared. Remember, I have a big announcement coming up next week that is going to be free for everyone, free for our members. I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
So make sure, once again, want to reiterate, we have not forgot about you. We are not leaving our members behind.
We don't plan on forgetting about you.
We'll never. I mean, you all are our bread and butter.
I was going to say members are like our #1 focus, I would say. One of our #1 focuses, but yeah. Good deal.
So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop those. And also, I know that you all have been used, especially last week with Tanner being with us every day. So Tanner and Courtney, they did announce it on...
I think on his page.
They announced it on...
business page, maybe, I guess is what it was.
On social media. So if you didn't see it, we have added, I say we because I feel like they're part of our family too.
Yes, we're all family here.
We've added 2 new members to our family.
Yes, we have.
So Tanner and Courtney took in 2 twin baby boy newborns.
Yes.
They're a month old. So you may be seeing a lot more of me and Caitlin and Alicia here on lives here in the office. So yes, we are super excited for them. Yes. Tanner is still going to be with us. Please don't think that he's leaving us, because he's not leaving us.
No.
A lot of his lives, when he is live, he is going to be live in his home studio. So he will still be here, still be a part of everything. It's just the next week or 2 is probably going to be a little different, getting our feet wet and figuring out the new rhythm of things and how things are going to work. So as of today, you have me and Caitlin here with you. Yep. So if you all are ready, we are going to go ahead and we'll jump right into our craft. So I'm going to head over here to the craft table.
Good deal.
Oh my goodness. It has been so long since I have been here actually hosting. I co-hosted all last week. But as far as me being in front of the camera at the craft table, it's been a while, like it's been a minute. So I'm so excited to be here and be crafting with you all today. Here is a little sneak peek of what we're gonna be making today. I am so excited. I think this is super, super cute. Gives you that, yes, you can sublimate on the canvas, but it gives you kind of a washed out look, which I think is really neat because it's.
I was gonna say, like, even though that is like or I think that was like a hunting theme, but that hat just gives me like outdoor vibes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could have anything on it, and I just like that's automatically what I would want to pack when I'm going camping. You know.
Yes.
Very interchangeable.
Yeah. So we're super excited to do this. This is part of the new cut files that this design was actually part of the new cut files that was released. So all we did was, and I'll show you all guys how to do that. We downloaded it, we brought it into our Cricut design space, and then we printed it on sublimation paper. So I am trying to check out comments. Yes. Right now, Courtney and Tanner are using toothpicks to keep their eyes open.
Yes, they are.
They really are.
I've been there, done that. You've been there, done that.
Yes.
So yes.
I've been there, done that. I have not been there and done that with two, though.
Oh, no, I couldn't
can't even imagine doing that with two.
You would honestly, teamwork makes the dream work when it comes to two.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So Caitlin and I have actually got to snuggle, get baby snuggles. And
they're so sweet.
They are literally the sweetest thing, guys. They're like the size of little baby dolls.
Yes,
like
it feels like you're holding a little baby doll. I'm trying to like look around to see if there's something like comparable, but there's not.
Yes. So we will go ahead. Let me go ahead and go over everything that we have today and what you're going to need for this craft. So we have a hat. Now this hat actually came from Walmart. They have them in different colors. I know they do. This was $5. You don't have to go out and get an expensive hat. Actually, this washed out feel really goes good with this canvas. We have the hat, we have our canvas fabric. And the canvas fabric you can get at any fabric store, craft store, Hobby Lobby, all that kinds of stuff. And then we are using Heat and Bond. So this is what it looks like. Heat and Bond Ultra. That should be linked down below. We have used our sublimation paper to print this on. We really love the sub paper. That is our go-to here in the office. And then we are using our heat press and our mini press to actually put the Heat and Bond, the patch, onto the cap. So let's go ahead and head over into, we'll go to our website, and I'm going to show you all exactly where you're going to find this. So if you will go to your website and log in and head over to Cut Files, then you are going to go down to where it says the newest collection. So we're going to go to the newest collection. Also, while we're here, if we have any of our friends that's on the live today that you're thinking, man, like I love some of these cut files that I'm seeing, these are awesome, you can become a member of Makers Gonna Learn Today. We are doing the craft. If you sign up during National Craft Month, we are still doing that, and Sadie dropped that link for us. That is where you can get our yearly membership at $30 off, where you get access to all of these things. If you don't really know what sublimation is or how to sublimate, we also have pinned a comment where we have a course that is Makers Gonna Sublimate for $70 off. This, however, though, is not a cut file that is part of our sublimation course. This is just part of our membership. So it is under hunting. So we're gonna click this, and then we are going to scroll down. So we did have a good question. We had a friend that asked us, let's go to camera one. We had a friend that asked us what the canvas was made out of. So technically speaking, this is cotton canvas. And I know that we have said, you can't sublimate on cotton, you can't sublimate on cotton. Technically, you can sublimate on cotton. However, as you can see, let's go overhead so they can see this closer. This does not give us a very bright look. This is actually a very faded look to this patch, which is what we were going for. Now, we thought that because it was on a hat, yes, I do know that hats get nasty and you wash hats. But you don't wash hats near as much as you would like wash your clothes. So if you were to wash this, there is a chance that it may fade even more. But this is kind of the look that you get if you do it on cotton, and that this is a cotton canvas. And it's okay, but it does not give you the look as a like 60-40 polyester blend would look. If you had a 60-40 polyester blend, then it's going to be super, super bright and more crisp, and it's not going to give you that vintage faded look.
Right.
So really, this is what we were going for, is we were going for that vintage faded look. And that's why we did it on the cotton canvas. So it is, you can, I know we have, we'll go back to camera one. I know that we have said time and time again, you know, you can't sublimate on cotton, and technically you can't because it will wash out. And if you wash it with other, so if you were to wash this in your washer with other garments that do have polyester in it, what's going to happen is it will fade, some of that ink is going to fade out, and then it's going to probably adhere to those polyester fabrics in your other garments. Mm-hmm. So, back over to our share screen. Once you have found what you are looking for, you are going to download it, which we have already downloaded. Yeah, you could use the spray. If you are caught in the rain and it's soaked, I don't think it's going to run that much.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think so. It's the vigorous wash. But yes, there is a spray that you can use that we haven't tested that spray since I guess we made the sublimation course, really.
Yeah.
But that would be something that we probably need to try out. So once you download this file, you are going to come over to Cricut Design Space. I already have it uploaded, so it uploaded about this size. What you were going to do now is you are going to measure your hat, and the measurements that we got was we wanted it at a width of 3. So if you come up here and you're just going to hit 3.
We've had Evelyn. She said that she had just signed up for Makers U. So yay,
welcome, Evelyn. We cannot wait to see you.
Yes.
We really are putting our heart and soul into these videos and into these projects because we want to, I mean, we do with everything we do, but this is something that kind of our baby. Mm-hmm. So once you have it here, if you upload your file, one thing I do want to say, so let me show you. We're going to browse, and we're going to go back. We're going to go to downloads because that's where it was. We're in hunting. If you click that, once you unzip it, you want to download it as a PNG because the PNG gives you your best print results. Always make sure that you click complex because you want to have the best quality as possible.
Yes.
You're going to click continue. It automatically removes, there's not a background because it is a print and cut image. So once you get here, you don't want it to be a cut image. You want to make sure that it is a print and cut image, and then you would upload it into Design Space. So then you are going to add it to Canvas. As you can see, it did, like I said, it downloaded larger than what we wanted, and then once again, come up here, size it to 3 inches in width because that's where we're at, that's what we wanted, and then you are ready to go. So we're going to delete that out. Once you are here, you are going to click Make It, and then it is going to be on the print and cut. Now, let me go back. You can either, so this one is actually, I forgot and actually already mirrored it. It's supposed to be this way. This is the way that the original file uploaded. So you can leave it like that and mirror it when you get to the print image, or you can click up here on your top taskbar and you can click flip horizontally, And what that does is that mirrors your image for you. When you are sublimating, you want to make sure that you are mirroring that image, because you are going to be turning it upside down or face down and then applying the heat with it face down. So we'll just go ahead and let's flip it back. This is the original. So what you can do once there, make it, if you'll go over here to the left side of your screen and you click that mirror on, as you can see, it flips it for you there. Mm-hmm. So we have not used the hat press just yet. We have actually not, we've not ordered any of those. Tanner was going to do a video on his thoughts and comparisons, and then depending on how well it did and what you all thought and wanted, then he was going to possibly order one and actually get our personal opinion from there. But as of right now, I don't know that we have any.
No, I was going to say, I don't think we've invested in any of the new Cricut.
We have not invested in any of them just yet. We also had someone ask, did I say print and cut flatten? So this actually was already a print and cut image, so I did not have to flatten it. Now, if you take a basic cut file and you want to turn it into a print and cut image, then yes, you will have to flatten it. So let's go back. Let's go back here. And let's say we wanted to add some text under here. Let's say we wanted to add, I don't know, Caitlin, what do we want to add?
You could add a name or something. I mean, just, I don't know, anybody's name.
Let's add Gunner's name.
Okay.
We're going to add Caitlin's fiance's name.
G-U-N-N-A-R.
So let's find us a cool font. Let's see. I guess we could.
I'm trying to think of.
We could always go with Tanner's favorite, Barefoot Joanna.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I'm all about one of them.
I like that. So what we're going to do now, let's change the color. Nah, I don't know. White on that canvas ain't going to show up. Green. I kind of like that green. Oh, no, let's do the red. Let's do red. Let's do red. Let's do this red. Let's do that red. I like that. So if we wanted to do and add this, what we would do is select them both. Remember, this is already a print and cut image. If you go over to your taskbar, so are we on the share screen? Okay, if you go over to your taskbar, you see right here that it is already a print and cut image. And we see that our text is basic cut. So what we have to do is we are going to come over here and we will flatten these together, and that will make them a one standard print and cut image.
Right.
So just so you know, you can upload print and cut images that you do not have to flatten, but if you add stuff in that is the basic cut function, you will need to flatten it together. So that's the kind of, is there any advantage using a PNG versus flattening the SGV? I normally just like using the PNG over when you are doing print and cut, because your PNG gives you a better print quality.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you just get a better print quality with a PNG,
yes.
right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And which you can't do it in Design Space, but SVG over PNG in different, for Design Space, PNG. Just go ahead, if you have the option, just upload it as a PNG. I was going to get into silhouette stuff, which SVG, and you can change colors, but we can't here, so we're just going to do PNG for Design Space. So, actually, now that we have Gunner's name in there.
Love the name. I haven't heard Gunner in a long time.
Do we want to leave Gunner's name and just, he won't wear that hat, will he?
I will wear that hat. So if you want to put my name on it,
okay,
I would wear it.
So we're going to unflatten it. And
I would most definitely wear that hat.
We're going to change this to Caitlin real quick. Just to give you, we'll just do a little bit of a variety.
You
here.
could technically, like, you could even like curve the text. Like, if we're wanting to get fancy,
let's
go around.
Let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna start over.
I think that would look really cute.
We've got Barefoot Joanna. We're gonna do Caitlin. We're gonna change it to this red color. We're gonna bring it down here. You all get a little bit, listen, we didn't plan on doing this.
No, we didn't.
So, we're gonna go up here, curve. You all, when Tanner first told you about the curve image, you all were blown away. So we are gonna curve this text up around this circle. So you are going to go, because we're curving it up, we're gonna go down and we're gonna curve it up this way. Look at that. And then I think I wanna go to line spacing or letter spacing.
And right bring them in?
And bring them in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
I like it.
I love it. So that's a little tidbit for you all. Bringing in your line spacing, adding a name to a PNG, to a print and cut image, curving your text. Does anybody have any questions about that?
I don't see any questions.
Okay, so once again, we're going to select both of them and we are going to flatten them together. Now, since I did add that name, it did make it a little bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to size this, let's actually size this back down to 3 on the width. So it brings it down. And I'm going to get out, we'll go back to 1. I'm going to get out my trusty measuring tape and I'm going to measure to see if about 3 1/4 would fit. And I think it will. We may come down just a little bit smaller to about, there we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so now we're gonna hit make it. Once again, print and cut. Remember, mirror your, she said put Caitlin on top and rocks on bottom. That'd be cute. So remember to mirror your sublimation stuff, and then we're gonna click continue. Now, what we're gonna do, I forgot to turn system dialog on.
No, you still can. Just go to print.
Yeah, here we go. Use system dialog. We do not want to add bleed.
We need to make sure there's some paper in our printer. You want me to go check real quick?
Why don't you go do that?
Okay.
Why don't
you can go ahead and click print, and I'll wait on it while we're out there.
Okay. So you're not, for this specific image, I know this looks really wonky up here, but it will print the same. We are going to turn the bleed off and use system dialog. And the reason we want to use system dialog is because we want to make sure that we print at best quality. So we had somebody ask, Brenda said, Daisy, I'm brand new too, and I'm confused as well. I'm still trying to learn the Cricut language. Daisy, let me tell you, if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, you need to start with our 30 days to master your Cricut. And I'm actually gonna pull this out. This is what Tanner likes to refer to as the Cricut Bible. In this, we actually have different techniques. These are terms, terminology that you're gonna learn. Weld, attach, detach, flatten, unflatten. This is part of the curriculum. This specifically is not the 30 days to master your Cricut. This is the 30 days to master your Cricut, and this is a self-paced course where you can walk yourself step by step through learning how to use your Cricut and actually unboxing and using your Cricut. But this is also a file that you have access to that you can use to learn those the terminology in the Cricut world, because yes, it is very confusing when you first learn about Cricut and you first get your Cricut. It is extremely confusing. So I'm going to print this real quick and we'll talk more about this. So back on the share screen, I've pulled up my system dialog. We are going to make sure it's going to the right printer. Our media quality is going to be put on best. And did you back or bottom? Bottom, okay. So she's put our paper in the bottom tray. So I'm just gonna click main tray and we're going to put it on photo paper and put it on best. And then we're gonna click print. and then she will bring that into us when we're done. So back to our, what I call our Cricut Bible. This is going to be in your resources, member resources. It is something that we have had printed off, and we laminated it and actually binded it ourselves. But you can print this off and laminate it as well. That way you can keep it on your craft table as you are learning. We have a term glossary back here where it tells you definitions of everything that we talk about. So it's got hidden layer, hot peel, all of this stuff in here. If you are confused and it confuses you.
Nothing printed out here.
Okay. Well, we might have to wait on
Okay, that's okay. We
may
wait.
just go with.
We can just put the regular on there. That's fine.
So, like I
biggie.
said, Daisy, if you are a member, check out your member resources. If not, make sure you get a yearly membership with that $30 off using the code CRAFT, because we will walk with you hand in hand through learning your Cricut so that you don't let that sit in the box for so long. I actually just did a funny story. I did makeup for a girl yesterday. So for those of you that don't know, that's kind of like one of my little side hustles that I like to do every now and then. And I was telling her, since the last time I did her makeup for her wedding, what I was doing now. She was like, that's crazy. I have this Cricut sitting in this box. And I said, Chelsea, you need to get that out. Like, you need to.
That was like, me. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm right here with the crowd. When y'all say you have Cricuts and you've never used them, or you don't even know how to use them, I promise you, I was right there.
Yeah.
4 years. I had a Cricut for 4 years before I even opened it.
Never touched it.
Never. I mean, I opened it up at Christmas, looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay. Last time I looked at it was literally 4 years.
Oh, my mom bought like the Cricut Expressions, like the old school machines that had the cartridges. Yeah, no, we never used it. We didn't use it because we didn't know it was so confusing. So that's where we come in. Beth, yes, if you can only afford the monthly, then you don't get the commercial license. Unfortunately, that is part of being a yearly member. That is a perk.
That's
of being a yearly member, is getting that that commercial license. Some of our friends had made the comment, it's been a couple lives ago, they said that they had put it on like PayPal credit and they were able to pay it off.
You can pay it off in like what, 6 months?
6 months, interest free. Yeah. They were able to build their credit, and it was still ended up being like what you would be about $20 a month, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think that was around about right.
If you do have PayPal, that might be an option for you. Just wanted to throw that out there. So let's get back to our craft. Since our printer wasn't printing.
I don't know what's wrong with it. We've been having trouble out of it anyway. So it may not be you. It may just be the printer.
It may be the printer. So we're just going to go ahead. Now, once you have your print and cut image, once it has printed, you are going to make sure that, and I'm not using those scissors, that those are fabric scissors. That is one of my
to cut the burlap.
That is one of my pet peeves.
Yes.
Is when people use fabric scissors on paper.
Because they get so dull so quick.
I can't stand it. So if you do not cut this print and cut border off of this, then it is going to sublimate on your whatever you're sublimating on. Yes. So you need to make sure that you cut this out. Now, technically, you could have your Cricut cut it out for you. However, with sublimation, this ink and this paper is so tricky and so finicky that with it just being this size, it's easier just to cut it out by hand rather than having to send it to your printer, because if your blade scratches this, it's going to destroy, like it's not going to transfer correctly.
Right.
So, putting my paper scissors back down, picking up my fabric, and we're going to use our fabric scissors, and we're going to cut our canvas. Do we have, the butcher paper on the bottom. Somebody asked a while ago, can you see the heat press in the frame? Okay. Somebody asked a while ago what we had right here on our Husky cart. This is our handy dandy, and it's hot, so this is our, can you see, was it right there?
No, I'm just fixing the camera.
Okay, this is our handy dandy heat press cart that we love.
I got tired of throwing her back out every time
when I
moved it. It's so heavy, and I mean, I'm not necessarily like a wimp, but I'm also not necessarily a weightlifter either.
I mean,
so moving this thing was, I mean, it was a workout, honestly. It was.
I feel like I'm a pretty strong woman.
Girl, yeah.
But this was not fun. Oh no, Lynn says.
I see that now. That is terrible.
Wow. I'm so sorry. Prayers for all of those involved.
Jacksboro, Texas was hit by a tornado yesterday. Several homes along with the school and several businesses were destroyed. That's so sad.
I need to see where that's at exactly.
Yes. That's awful.
That
you
is
have family
terrible.
in Texas, don't you?
Well, I do have family in Texas. I do.
Oh my goodness.
Texas is very large, though. I don't know that.
Yeah. But still, that's sad.
Oh, absolutely.
We're praying.
Praying for you, for those involved.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have our heat press out to sublimate on, and I cut that, but I'm going to rip this time. Sorry for the loud noise. So the important part when it comes to using butcher paper when you are sublimating is if you don't use the butcher paper, then there's a chance that you're going to get ink transferred to your actual heat press and then also on this mat, and it can transfer to the next item that you sublimate.
We actually did have that happen one time. I don't know where we messed up, but there was blue specks on something and we were trying so hard to figure out what it was. Well, then we finally realized what had happened and what was wrong with it.
Thank you for saying blue specks.
You need
a lint roller.
That and tape. We don't have. You want me to run and go get it real quick?
Yes, please. Oh,
okay.
Sadie's got me a
Let
little
me go
roller.
get you. Sadie, do you want to run and get the heat tape real quick? It's on Alicia's craft desk.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
one thing that I was just going to press it down with no tape and go.
Shame, 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 shame. I'm over here. I don't know if you can see me because Sadie stepped out of the room, but I am shaming my finger.
Yeah, I know. I was reading comments. Central Texas. Well, they're around that area.
It was in Central Texas. Oh no, across Austin area and east of it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sadie.
So I have lint rolled my fabric. That was another thing with the blue specks.
Yes.
If you don't lint roll, a lot of times there are like particles in your fabric that can turn color that will leave like blue specks.
Yes.
And then tape it down. Do as I say, not as I do. I was just gonna go right on in there and not tape it at all.
Can we move your stuff?
Are we overhead?
Well, yeah, there you go.
There we go. Taping this down. You do want to tape it pretty well. That way you do not have a chance of it ghosting. What ghosting is when your design moves and it's kind of like it presses it twice.
It creates a shadow.
We only use the butcher paper, so the difference with the butcher and the parchment paper is parchment paper, correct me if I'm wrong, has like a film on one side.
I was going to say, it's like a waxier feel. It's more of like a, okay, so parchment paper is what we use whenever we do
to stick down. Yes.
Like,
so it has a film on one side of it.
Right.
So we just use the butcher paper and we get it off Amazon.
I'm sure
We've had this big old, which this roll is not as big as it used to be.
No, but it used to be huge.
That roll used to be huge.
Yes.
But we've also had it since 2019.
Wow.
And we've not run out.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. So, taped down, butcher paper, face down. We're going to grab our butcher paper here. We're going to place it on top. And we are pressing this at 375. Caitlin, how long did you?
60 seconds. Yep.
So 375 for 60 seconds. And I'm just gonna be real honest. I am going to be super, super excited when this is done. So I can turn this off because I'm burning up.
It is hot in here with
so
that thing.
Hot.
With that
it
thing
is so
going.
hot in here.
So hot.
Campbell's Collecting said, I accidentally reused some butcher's paper on a mug and now it has 2 different designs, one on each side.
Yes, that's why.
That's important. That's another thing. You have to change out that butcher paper too. So that's why I cut it, I tore it in 2 so that I didn't use as much. I could have even used less than what I did.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a link to the color coordinated tape dispenser? Can I just be honest with you? This tape dispenser is spray painted.
Is it really?
It is spray painted. We took a regular tape dispenser from Amazon. And
what color was it before? Like that nasty yellow?
I think it was just black.
Oh, I was gonna say like that old school yellow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And this, okay, let's go overhead. I don't know if you can really see it. So this is kind of warm. Do you see that like image right there? How that has transferred onto that butcher paper? This is why, because if I were to use this on another piece of fabric, that ink can still get transferred.
To it. Yep.
Yes. Yay! Brenda said I just joined Maker's Gonna Learn. I'm so excited to hear that.
That's awesome.
And here's another reason, because it is canvas and it is not a solid. Look at that. It transferred over.
Yeah.
So now we are going to, my face accidentally reported something offensive on YouTube. Well, Jane, I don't know if it was us, but it'll be okay either way. It's not a big deal. I don't know where my reverse tweezers are to get this off. It's fine. I'll just use my nails.
Okay.
That's what nails are for, ain't it?
You had a comment on here that someone really liked them, so.
Well, I appreciate that. My nail girl is da bomb. Look how cute. As you can tell, like it's already, because it is a cotton, it faded a little bit, but I really like this faded look.
So listen, it gets more faded when you put heat and bond on it, which is what I like.
Yes.
Because we're going for that faded kind of look, you know. So we're gonna apply the heat and bond, and then it's just like it all comes together the way it's supposed to in the end.
So once let's go ahead, let's just add the heat and bond. Let's not cut it yet. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add the heat and bond. So I'm going to cut a piece out. And actually, I'm just gonna cut down this way. We'll cut like this. We'll cut a whole strip out. And then we are going to cut one piece first. Now, here is the trick with getting this attached to the hat, is we're going to have to add 3 layers of heat and bond. So heat and bond has paper on this side, and it has this kind of like plasticky feel on the other side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay it with paper side up. We are going to take our Cricut Mini EasyPress on a heat of 2. And before I do that, I'm going to turn this off and move it away from me because I feel it burning my back. Okay, so we have our heat and bond with the paper side up, mini press on a heat of 2. And then we are just going to put this down.
I'm sure if like someone was making this and they didn't want to use the heat and bond, you could totally just like stitch it on there.
Oh, absolutely.
Or like, maybe like a fabric glue of some sort, whatever you want to do. Heat and bond was just there and it's available for us and it was easy, so.
And then we are going to peel off that first layer. It's not getting that faded. I do think, however, I am going to put it right here on this corner in case that it does, so bleed through onto the table.
Yeah, that's true. Smart.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my second layer and then lay it down. And then we're going to go in again with our second layer of heat and bond. So Eileen asked, what is the commercial license for? So the commercial license is what we offer our yearly members, and it is where they are able to take any of our cut files that we have that they get through our membership, and they are able to make stuff and sell it so that they can make money on their crafts. It is something you can sell up to 500 of the same design. Now, if it's a personalized design, let's say you make this hat and you put someone's name on it, and then you decide to make someone else a hat. Guess what? That starts it all over. You can, so if you were to make, are we on camera one? So if we were to make this hat, and let's say we had Caitlin's name on it, we could sell Caitlin 500 of these hats and not get in trouble for it. However, if I wanted to make Caitlin one, and then I wanted to make Sadie one, I wanted to make myself one.
So each time it restarts?
Each time it restarts.
Oh, neat.
For personalized items, yes.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of like if you were to put a business name on this.
Yeah.
And you had an order through a business, like you're not going to sell this design to a business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why we do that. Leanne asked, why 3 pieces? Well, Leanne, we did 3 pieces because Caitlin learned that 1 and 2 pieces didn't stick.
It didn't work.
I
had to use 3 for it to stick to the hat, and that's what we did. So
we are on piece number 2. I did not let it cool off.
We're on piece number 3.
This is piece number 3.
This is, okay.
This is piece number 3. I did not let it cool off. I just put it down and then peeled it right off. And you don't have to hold it very long, honestly.
The only thing I did after that was just cut it and slapped it on the hat.
And there you go. We've got 3 layers of heat and bond. Now we are going to, I am going to let it cool off just a little bit right now before I put it on the hat, just because if I try to go in and cut it with it being still kind of like sticky, I'm afraid it's going to stick to the scissors.
Yeah.
I do need that glove, that heat resistant glove.
They're right there on your cart.
Buh. Duh.
See them on the bottom? They're on top of the...
Yeah.
Yep.
DOS. Okay. So this is where, and let's go to 1. This is where it would be really awesome if we had the hat press to test it out.
Yeah.
But we don't. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to put on my handy dandy heat glove, and I'm going to hold the inside of the hat, and I'm going to press it on like this.
Yes.
Okay. So now that has cooled down and I don't think it's going to stick to our stickers, I'm going to cut around our design. And you can cut as little or as much as you want. If you want more of the canvas to show through, you can cut a larger circle around it. Or if you wanted to fray the edges, you could cut larger and then like fray these edges, or you can cut right up next to that blue.
I think whenever I done the first one, I left a little bit of a border just because I liked the look of it.
Yeah. I left a little bit of one too, and actually what I think I'm gonna do
is fray your edges.
Yep.
Yes. You can kind of tell that I did that on the other one just a little bit, but I think that would look really cute.
I'm gonna see if, oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Multi-uses for a weeding tool, y'all. Fraying edges. I just like the looks of a little bit more of a distressed look, so we're gonna fray these edges. Now it is a little harder because it does have that heat and bond on there to fray the edges. But we're just gonna come through and fray these edges. Before we get going, and I'm doing this, does anybody have any questions? Yeah, has anyone on here, do we have anyone live with us that has tried the heat press? I would love to know, and I would love to know your honest opinion. Is it worth the hype? Is it
worth the money? We need to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like they're all, I mean, what did they release? They released how many? 4?
Is Beth on here today? Has anybody seen Beth's name come across?
I have not seen Beth's name.
I know Beth got one.
But I could be completely wrong. But I think they released how many, like 4 or 5 different heat presses?
Yeah.
Well, they were the same. The only thing new was the Cricut Auto Press and the hat press. Right? I think.
Yeah, I did cut with the regular scissors. I just realized that. But at least I didn't cut paper with my fabric scissors.
Fabric scissors, yeah.
Listen, sometimes when I'm alone crafting, I don't forget stuff like that. But when I'm live in front of you all,
it's like your mind to get wipes blank.
It never fails. Absolutely never fails. My mind goes blank.
Is it possible to maybe put it back on the Cricut mat and then cut it? Yes, you can. Once you apply your heat and bond, you can put it back on your Cricut and let it cut it. But the only thing with that is that you are going to have to figure out how to put the circle on there, right? Am I right, Lauren? Because
no, I mean, so
typically when you do a print and then cut.
No, you won't be able to because unless you still have, because the print and cut registers those marks.
Oh, it registers the square. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. No.
So,
it would only cut the square. It wouldn't cut the circle, right?
Yeah, no, it would. So what it would do, because you have already cut off those registration marks, I don't think it would even register it.
I don't think it would either.
I mean,
now that I'm thinking about it, I was thinking, yeah, you can, because I've actually cut heat and bond fabric felt with the Cricut, but I didn't have anything cut out on it.
Right. So no, I would just cut. Just cut this one out by hand.
Megan said that. Beth said she has not used it yet. So.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on my left hand so that I can actually. One of the Cricut burnishing tools has notches.
We do have a burnishing tool with notches on the side for fraying, but it's in the craft room.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
I think it comes with. It has like 4 little blades on each side. I think you can just run that stuff through it.
Okay. So I wonder if it would do it though with the heat and bond on the back.
I don't know, because typically we do it with like paper and stuff like that, and that's very thin. Yeah. Which when you apply your 3 layers of heat and bond on that, I mean that's kind of thick.
It's she's thick.
Yeah, it's not like
you straight up have a patch. It feels like a patch you would buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got my heat resistant glove on behind there, and I'm going to take some butcher's paper because I don't want that ink to transfer over to my EasyPress.
Yes.
I'm going to hold that down with my thumb, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to heat this down. And I hope I'm getting enough pressure.
I was going to say, maybe if you're not, you may be able to just like flatten that bill out and lay it on the table. I don't know, whatever would be easiest. Did that work? It did. We just need to get the edges a little bit more maybe?
Yep.
Good deal.
But you can see why it's important to put that, look at there.
I see that.
Yeah. So let's get us another piece of butcher paper.
Sue asked if we were putting my name on the top or bottom. We decided not to go with my name.
Well,
the
it's one of those things.
Cooperating.
We had this already printed out just in case, but our printer was not cooperating with us, so that's why we decided to. Oh well, she good now.
Good.
She good.
Yay.
And then there you have it. You have a sublimation patch, faded patch for a hat, and I think it looks.
I think it's super cute.
Yes.
Totally store-bought.
Yes.
You would never know.
Absolutely.
Never ever.
Deborah says, I love the shredding hack. Listen, there are so many different. I think
you use a weeding tool for everything.
I actually have a weeding tool in my car to use for so many different reasons. I'm pretty sure I clean out the the charging jack for my phone with a weeding tool.
Yeah, you use everything.
We parted my hair yesterday when Caitlin braided my hair with a weeding tool. Listen, we use the weeding tool for everything. Okay, that's what I want to know. Give me a job that a weeding tool cannot do.
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
I love
I
the
might be
weighting
able
tool.
to do everything.
I love the weeding tool.
That's awesome.
Okay, I think I'm gonna head back over here and have a seat.
Okay. Okay.
Now would be a great time for you all to ask any questions.
Yes.
If you have any questions about this, if you have any questions about membership,
Yes.
Maker University that we've got coming up.
Someone said it's better than store-bought. I agree.
It is.
I think
And
it's super
y'all,
cute.
It's the thing that I love about it is you can customize it and make it put people's names on it, make it whatever you want.
Someone said to pierce your ears with it. I don't know if I could do that.
I mean, no comment.
Have you tried, Lauren?
I've not tried. I've not
Someone said to
tried.
pick your teeth. You could use it to pick your
I
teeth.
do that all the time. I wash
Slice
it off.
carrots. It's great to remove something from underneath your nails.
Once again, Carrie, you are literally reading my mind. If I have a problem, especially with fake nails,
Yes.
like I get that skin buildup under my
Yes.
nails, and I will sit with a weeding tool and I will
Yes.
pick all that skin out until under my nails is raw.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross. Like, I'm sorry. That may be TMI for some of you guys, but I think that's my favorite use for the weeding tool is picking my nails.
Picking
with
your
it.
nails.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, let's see
Yes.
here.
Can you layer the heat and bond and then add it to your image? No, because the heat and bond has to have something to stick onto
Attach
to
to.
attach you to
Right.
begin with.
Yes.
So what happens is you add that heat and bond to, let's say you add it to a fabric, then what's going to happen if you do it before the image and you added your layers of heat and bond before you added your image, then once you put your fabric in there with the heat and bond on it, it's just going to stick to your heat press.
Right, yeah.
So that's something that has to be done after your image has been added.
You two are too cute. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely watch the replay if you have any
Yes,
questions.
Please go back.
And
Did I understand that we still get the membership for $30 off through the end of March?
Yes.
Yes. That is with the code CRAFT at checkout.
yes.
Anybody
Right.
got any? Yeah. It's until March is National Craft Month, right?
I know.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, yes, that's right.
With the code CRAFT.
I was real confused.
We'll have Sadie drop the link for you, but
Yeah.
yes, it is $30 off with the code CRAFT at checkout.
Susan asked, the fabric you used is canvas. Would muslin work? But muslin is so thin.
yeah,
I don't know that it would work. Canvas has a thicker, y'all, I don't have to see you right now, but my glasses are so dirty, I can't see out of them.
I can't even see out of mine to begin with.
Yeah, but muslin, I don't know that muslin would be thick enough to hold up as well on your hat. I think canvas really gives it. But you can try it with different fabrics. Like, there's nothing stopping you. Like, if you have a poly blend fabric and you want a brighter patch, absolutely try it with a poly blend fabric. That is the beauty with crafting and with art. Like, yes, this is crafting, but it's also a type of art, is you get to create. You get to test things out. You get to, and Sadie's got a question. What heat press are you using? Yes, Cheryl, you have asked us that a couple times, and I apologize. I meant to get to that. The heat press that we are using is the Starcraft. Yes.
Starcraft.
Yeah,
and it's in
check.
clamshell.
Yes, it's the
color's
Starcraft clamshell. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is not the swing away. We have not been able to catch the swing away in stock yet. We really want to try the swing away heat press, but we've not been able to catch that one in stock yet. Can this only be done with infusible ink? No, actually, you could take that, you could turn it. Now, the only thing is, with this specific image, it is it's not, all of those are not separated out. They're not separated into layers.
Right. It's all one.
It's all
like
one
little-
layer.
Right.
But let me look at it real quick, because I think you could. Now, this is going to get really...
I think that, I don't know. I think maybe you could. It would just be very tricky.
You could probably... Yeah. No.
Let's go with a no.
I was gonna think you could slice this out and then put them all together.
I mean, yeah, but
Actually, you could just slice the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we need to test this. We need to test this out because now that I'm looking at it, I really want to try it. But if you have a different design, that's what I was getting at, a completely different design, and you wanted to put it on a canvas patch, you could do it with HTV. And then put those 3 layers of heat and bond on it and stick it to your hat.
Yes.
So it is possible to do a different type and a different style. Sadie's got another question for me. Are there any attachments for the heat press? No. No, it's just the heat. It's just the regular heat press. Yeah. Yeah.
Does anyone have any more questions? Real quick.
I would want to use infusible ink. I mean, if you can do the infusible ink, I mean, you could, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do the contour feature to take out. Yes,
that's true. You may be able to do that. The contour features.
Okay. Oh, the swing way is on 143. Do we have money?
What?
Okay.
I'm going to look right now. Lauren, I'm going. Who said that?
I'm looking at my other screen. That's why my glasses are coming on and off, but I can't even see.
Are you kidding me? I'm looking. I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking. Heat presses.
Well, guys.
On 143.
Swing away. It is.
It is.
It's on there.
Oh my gosh.
That blue one. Okay. I've had such fun crafting with you all today. Make sure if you liked the images that we used, you liked our cut files, grab that membership right now while you can for $30 off using the code CRAFT. If you are wanting to take your crafting to the next level, make sure you hop in on the last 100. I think we've only got 100 spots left for Maker University for those perks that we've got going on. And once again, if you are into sublimation and you want to learn more how to sublimate,
we have a sublimation course.
Our sublimation course as well.
Yes.
Grab that for $70 off, no coupon needed. I guess that's all we have for today, and we will see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.